Hey, John Ferguson Smart here. How do you make your test automation code as clean and maintainable as possible? The answer is you make it simple. The problem is simple is hard. Simple takes a lot of experience to get right. It's very easy to write really sophisticated, really complicated, really expansive, difficult to understand, difficult to maintain test scripts. It's very, very easy to go down that road. Very easy to build really complex hierarchies of page objects. It's really easy to just go to town and build classes that are really big and complex. But that will not serve you. That will trip you up later on. That will cause you trouble down the line. It will be harder to maintain. And we don't want that. But if you need to know a trick to keep your code simple, here it is. The simplest code is the code that can test an application without having to do too much work, where you don't have to do anything really sophisticated to interact with the application, where it's dead easy to talk to the application, to do stuff with the application, and then to get the information back and to evaluate whether it's what you expect. So your test code is reduced to, this is my input state, this is my the action that I want to happen, and this is the expected outcome. And there's very little code under the hood. We don't need complicated locators, we don't need complicated setups or complicated navigation through different screens to set up test data, or we don't need really complicated interactions with the UI. We keep things as simple as possible. But the trick to doing that is we need to make our application testable. We need to build testability into our application. We need to make services. We need to add endpoints. We need to add APIs to make our code easy to test, to make it easy to inject data. And I've worked in organizations where it has taken years for them to get to the point to allocate some developer time to actually do this. I've worked on other projects where, as a tester, I would jump in and change the code, do a pull request on the production code to add testability into the application. It really is that important. You really do have to prioritize that. Now, what I've learned, the lessons I've learned, is that if you prioritize that from the word go, from the start, if you factor in testability into your design right from the start, then that will pay off in 1,000 times down the track with your test automation. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Thanks for listening, folks.